What's going on, guys? It's the boy Stick Profit representing Always Stuck in Profits. Welcome to another episode of Trading in the Lab. Alright, so thank God it's Monday. One thing I noticed is that while a lot of people are anticipating the weekend, most fresh traders, like a lot of fresh traders, 100%, are always anticipating the opening of a new week. That's every Monday. We're always anticipating Mondays, because those are the days where we gotta put our skills online. You gotta put your skills to test and get a reward for it, right? Yeah, that's basically why we are so excited every Monday. So let's see what the market has for us. Right here on my chart we have EU, that's EURUSD. Alright, so you know how to do it, right? So fundamentally, euro has really been outselling the US dollar, and here's why. Alright, so we have some major fundamental play out, right? So starting off this month, the USD started off really weak. That's the US dollar. Didn't start off strong, started off really weak based on some fundamental data from last month entering into this month, right? We will have this month we had ISM manufacturing PMI came out, and when the report came out, it shows a drop in the manufacturing sector, and also when the service ISM service reports came out, it also shows a drop in the service sector. At least this drop has been going on for months now, like 20 months back, and except for March, or the month of March, we have an increase, which have a pick up, but then for like 20 months back, the reports have been showing that there've been a massive drop in the manufacturing sector. And also, even when NFP came out, right, the report on NFP indicates that they had lower job creation compared to the month of May, right? They had a lower job creation in the month of June compared to the month of May. So we could see that there's been a decline in the employment sector and also in the manufacturing sector. This kind of make you understand that, so since we've been seeing this kind of decline, the high interest rates is actually affecting the manufacturing sector. And whenever the manufacturing sector is being affected, it's going to definitely affect the employment sector. So there's going to be lower job creation, and sometimes a decrease in production output as well. And yes, basically that's some major disadvantage. And so things start picking up at the second week of this month, where we have inflation data like the CPI, which was more less than expected, and it dropped minus 0.1 in June, right? So start picking up this month. So now the major news that's gonna impact the market right now is if the Feds are willing to cut down on interest rates, because they are already considering it. However, PPI didn't come out less, right? PPI surprisingly came out greater than expected. So, but then based on the based on the data around CPI, we're expecting to see, okay, if there might be some decisions that's going to look dovish. So we might still look to go long on the euro, right? So we might still look to go long on euro USD, right? So basically I'm still considering going long on euro USD, so I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so now if you take a look at this chart here, so last week I actually told you guys I was expecting the euro dollar to at the previous trading lab video. So I told you guys I was expecting the euro dollar to come around 1.090090, right? Yeah, around 1.090 there about. I'm gonna attach a video to this one so you could see as well. So actually the euro dollar came up to like 1.0 090. Yeah. So now I'm still having this bullish bias, yo. I'm still having this bullish bias on EU, but I'm gonna show you guys why. Alright, so now for a very long time I've noticed this trend line on the daily time frame, right? So I noticed this trend line on daily time frame, and now I'm not looking to trade based on the trend line, but I just want to give you guys some analysis, right? It's my personal own bias. Now you all know how trade trend line as liquidity, right? You all know how trade trend line as liquidity. Alright, so now this is a daily time frame, right? This is a daily time frame. Now I personally have noticed this trend line for a very long time, right? And we have this inefficiency in this around this area. Now this is a supply zone on the daily time frame, right? This supply zone on the daily time frame. Now you could see within the supply zone we have this imbalance, right? Have this imbalance, and you all know I all my trades, right, currently I trade to areas like these. That's one, that as an SMC trader, that's one key point you should, like, that's if you're gonna gain anything from this video, that's one value you should take out. Always trade towards the direction of imbalance, right? If I'm going short on the trade, it must have an imbalance for my to add to my confidence, because it gives me an understanding that alright, this price actually is pulling to this area to fill out this imbalance, right? That's how I personally look at the market. Like whenever I'm probably analyze my trade, and there's always this, when I always trade towards areas of gap, of imbalance or gaps, right? So now that's one key point you should take note of as well. So now you could see we have this area of imbalance on the daily time frame. Remember last week I told you all that the reason I'm still considering going bullish on EU, aside the fundamental breakdown and everything, was because EU was having an imbalance around a particular area above a supply zone. Now remember, and price played out that way, move above that supply zone and fill up that imbalance. Then now we're still having price moving towards the supply zone again. Now I'm going to show you guys. You can see the structure here. I know EU overall trend is bearish, right? We're moving on a bearish trend, right? Price is currently on the bearish trend, but if you could look at market structure, you can see that, all right, on the weekly time frame here, on the weekly time frame, aside we've broken this low, aside price broke this low, right? This low right here, price broke through this low, right? Price broke through this low. Yeah, we had a break of structure, right? Alright, now so aside we have this break, price haven't actually broken any other significant low on the weekly time frame, right? I'm expecting, okay, before we even consider going bearish, right, at least price would have gotten to this area of supply, Now this is on the day, on the weekly time frame. So now if price will pull into this area of supply, then we might have price taking out this trend line liquidity on the daily time frame. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If price pulls into this area of supply, then we might have this price taking out this trend line liquidity. Now this all makes sense here. This all makes sense. It's a very simple analysis. All you just got to understand is, now price comes to our supply zone on the weekly time frame. We have this area of liquidity, that attracts price as well. And then on the daily time frame, we also have this imbalance, this area of imbalance. I remember I said you always got to trade around these areas. Always look at price coming to fill out these areas. So now expecting this price might come fill out this area. As you could see the weekly, you could see the weekly supply zone. You see the daily supply zone within the weekly supply zone, right? Now, sorry, let me take that back. Now let's take, for instance, you could see this chart. This was the daily time frame chart, right? This is a daily time frame chart. Okay, let me take this out. I don't want the chart to look messy and confusing to you all. Now this is the daily time frame charts. These are supply zone around here. Now you can see the daily time frame supply zone within the weekly time frame supply. So this is not something new. If you do trade supply and demand, now this is not something new. You always want to mark out your point of interest, your supply zone within another supply zone. Like when I'm doing a multi-time frame analysis, I like to mark out those areas within. Oh, that's for R. Sorry guys, that's for R. Alright, so now you can see we have the daily time frame supply within the weekly time frame supply zone. Let's go to the DXY, right? Let's go to DXY. Let's go to DXY. That's the dollar index. Yeah, let's see. So let's back up our bias right now. Okay, alright, so you could see there's a daily time frame on DXY. Let's go to the 4-hour. Alright, so you could see the XY still going bearish. Now here's my expectations. I already marked it out on my chart. Now the XY have a tendency of, that's high probability of breaking this demand zone. Now we won't look to break the demand zone yet. Like now, that's the tendency of, it has a high probability of breaking this demand zone. But however, we might not take any trading decisions just yet until we see this demand zone being broken, right? Until you see this demand zone being broken, we might not take any trading decision. But however, price is currently reacting from a demand zone. We haven't seen it being broken, so you could see, but it has a very high tendency. It has the high probability of price breaking that zone and pulling into around $103, right? So I'm pulling into $103. But let's see if price is going to react from this supply around here and break this zone, creating a new supply zone, right? So let's see if price is going to react from this. It's currently reacting from this area, y'all. It's currently reacting from this area, but let's see if price is going to respect that supply zone. Why did I take that out? If price is going to respect this supply zone, let me take it to the 1 hour. Let's see if price is going to respect this supply zone, right? Because you could see this area is already mitigated. We have this high, this candlestick pulling back to fill it. Then we have these areas unmitigated and price already pulled above it. Now we have a gap around here of which this price is going to pull back down to fill up this gap. Right now, if this gap is being filled, we wait to see what the market is going to do next on the XY. If we're going to look to break through this demand zone, or price is going to respect the demand zone. But personally, I'm expecting price to break through this demand zone right now. If that's going to happen, then on the dollar, right, on the euro dollar, then we might be expecting price to do a retracement, because definitely we might have some push-ups on the DXY, right? And the dollar index is what affects the dollar index is what affects the dollar, right? So it's like the go tit for tat right now. If that's gonna happen, I expect a retracement on the euro USD around 2. So I'm considering going bullish when price gets to this demand zone. Then I look for my confirmations. Then alright, so let's see, these are like the 1 hour demand on the. Alright, so let's see if price is going to pull back down into this demand zone before coming to fill up this gap. Right now, I'm considering this gap also as a confluence. Now price don't leave gaps in the market. It always goes to fill out gaps and fill out imbalance. This should be a hack to your trading, right? This should be a hack to your trading because it has been helping me so far. So like if I don't see an imbalance in some areas that I'm looking to take my profit out, I'm not going to consider going into that trade, right? Because it's either the market is going to be slow or choppy. That's just one of two things. I've noticed it time over time. There should always, once you have that imbalance or a gap or something that attracts price towards that direction, it makes your trade smooth, right? And so how we're going to take advantage of this trade? That's it. How we're going to take advantage of the setup. Now we've seen the setup, we have analysis. Now how we're going to take advantage of it? How are we going to take advantage of it? Alright, now we'll trade from a demand zone, our nearby demand zone. Let's see if price is going to pull into this demand zone. Price is going to pull into this demand zone and react based off this demand zone, or we have on the 15 minutes. Let's go to the 15 minutes here. Alright, so we have another demand zone around here on the 15 minutes. 15 minutes, have another demand zone around here. Alright, so now you can see now these are key areas. These are key areas you're looking to mark out your demand zone from. Alright, so these are key areas you're looking to mark out your demand zone from. Alright, now I'm looking to mark out if price is going to pull into this demand zone or pull it into this one. Regardless, one's going to come into. The truth is, I don't really know the one's going to pull into. As fact, I'm not going to tell you how. I know for sure price is going to come to this one and goes bullish, or price is going to come to this one. But I can't tell you price is going to come to this one and go bullish, or sorry guys, or come to this one and go bullish. But here's one thing I know for sure: once price comes to the demand zone, we'll look to see our confirmation that this price might go bullish before we take on the bullish, before we take on the buy trade, right? Look to see our now, depending on you who's going to be trading the asset, you should have your own personal confirmation based on your strategy, what your strategy allows you to do, what tells you that whenever you see this, you see that, you know that the price is going to go bullish. But me personally, whenever price comes to my demand zone, I have some criteria I look for, right? So that's for that, guys. Alright, now let's go to the XAU. Alright, so last week I actually had a bullish bias on the XAU as well, and we went bullish on XAU. We actually went bullish on XAU. Remember I said we're expecting this price to like come up, fill some areas, and yeah. But then yes, the price actually came up. I'm going to attach the other video to this one on XAU. Alright, so price actually did as we expected, and I took only one trade on XAU. Yeah, in second one kind of take me out because of the news that came out here. So we had news coming out and price just moved, hit my SL before moving into my direction. And also on the XAU, I could still see price still looking really bullish. And aside that, let's come to the 4 hour. Aside that, we're going to be having some retracements. Alright, so that retracement, we're expecting price to pull to areas like this, to this demand zone. So let's see if price is going to react from this demand zone. Now there's a reason I didn't consider this other demand. Now here we have a demand zone, right? This is the 1 hour demand zone, right? So let's see. This is the 1 hour demand zone. If you want to know how to configure your chart, set up your chart, I have a video of this, how to set up your charts, how to customize your charts. I have a video of it on my channel, so you could actually go there to see how to customize your chart and get all your time frame zones into a template, right? So you could just go to the video and see how to do that. Alright, so now we'll have a break of structure around here. This break of structure, and at this break of structure, then you could see price. Let's see if price is going to pull. Now the reason I'm not considering this as a demand zone is because price didn't actually break structure on the higher time frame. Alright, so now as I'm considering this area, this is an area, this area where price pulled then created a new demand zone before breaking the supply zone right here. Alright, so now let's see if price is going to pull back into this area, reacts from this area of demand and go bullish, or we'll go lower, we'll go down to the 30 minutes. Go down to the 30 minutes to look for other demand zones that have clear areas, right? Alright, so we have a demand zone around here. So now these are areas I'm looking to see if price pulls into, might go bullish. So having the bullish bias on gold. So let's see if price is gonna pull back, fill up this imbalance around here. Alright, fill down to this area. Price is gonna fill up this imbalance, pull into this demand zone, then we might have to look for bullish confirmation before going bullish, right? Alright guys, so that is it for gold, and that's it for EURUSD. Just tell me what you think about the analysis and the forecast. Tell me what you think about it on the comment section, and please, if you find this video valuable, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Remember, I'm going to be coming out with trading the lab every Monday, right? I'm going to be giving you guys reviews within the week, so expect some reviews within the week, guys. Thank you all for staying to the end of the video.